see my face? Okay, I don't have any makeup on, but I'm pretty excited because I got a little Sephora box. It's not like the biggest haul. I wouldn't call it a haul, but it's always exciting to get makeup in. And I really wanted to get stuff because I wanted the Hourglass perk, the 500 point perk, which wasn't available at any of the Sephoras around me. So I went online and I ordered stuff from there, and then I got my perk. So let's see what's in here. They sent me a fragrance. This is the Sephora Elizabeth and James Nirvana White and Nirvana Black. I haven't really smelled those yet, but there you go. I got a little sample of Fresh Life, and this is the Ultimate Fresh Moment, new Fresh Life. Okay, we'll see what that is. And then a Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening sample as well. Alright, let's get in there. Taking out all the packaging. And this is what I wanted. Woohoo! So this is the Hourglass New Classics. It is Sephora Beauty Insider. You know, it's for those of us that spend too much money at Sephora. And inside, it looks like this. So there is a foundation sample card, which is awesome. It gives you 3 samples in Veil, Immaculate, and Illusion, which all have different finishes, which is kind of cool. And so that's what comes in there. And then, I have a lot of little tissue paper. Then there's the Hourglass primer that I hear so much about. Whoa, there it is. And then there is a mascara in Onyx. Let's see what this looks like. So this looks kind of cool. It looks like a real bristle brush as opposed to the little plastic fibers. Then there is a little mini lipstick, which is so pretty. This is Icon. Let's see, let me put that on there for you. That's what it looks like. Really, really pretty. Then, last, I believe, is this lipstick. Let's see, I'll swatch it for you guys. Oh, it's nice. Alright, so what I wanted to do actually is kind of do a mini review on the primer. I don't usually use primers, but I've heard so many good things about it that I wanted to try. Oh, and let me show you what I actually got, right? There. So I get really oily eyelids, and I work pretty long hours, 10 to 12 to 14 hour shifts, so even waterproof mascara starts to kind of get itchy on me after like the 10th hour. So my friend Tiffany, like 4 years ago, told me about the Blinc Mascaras from Sephora, which I've used since then. I do have other mascaras that I change it out with, but for the most part I use Blinc. I do prefer, they have 2 versions, and I do prefer the other brush, which is a little bit thicker. I did get one of the mascara amplified, which is kind of like thinner spaces, or bigger spaces in between. I think this is more for length, but I'll let you know more in the description box. But I always need to refill this, so I got this. And then I also wanted to try their lash primer, so I'm going to try that as well today. And then I got a little hand food. It smells good. Works well. And that's just for your hands. So I want to try the primer, and then I do have my moisturizer on right now. I use Lumene Vitamin C Bright Now Serum. This is what I use for a moisturizer. It says it provides instantly silky, soft, visibly more beautiful, brighter skin, helps keep skin matte. You can use it day or night. So if it's not too hot out, I do use it. If it's hot and muggy, then I don't, because then it just looks disgusting. So this just comes off like that, like a little spatula almost. I guess I'll just put it on and we'll see how it kind of goes. Okay, well it feels a little, maybe I put too much on. Oh god. Once again, I don't really use primer ever, so I'm going to take some of this off. Kind of make it a little bit of a thinner layer. It feels kind of oily, but it doesn't feel horrible. I use True Match. Right now I'm using two colors because I'm kind of in between. I am using W6 and W4 together. And with that I always mix in my Elta UV Clear, but we'll get into that another time. So I usually just take a little bit of that. And then a little bit of the W4. I'm excited. Okay, it feels better now. Now that it's soaked in. It feels nice. And then a little bit of the W6. Okay, or a lot of the W6. Okay, that's fine. So kind of just like this. And then I just mix it all together in my hand. And I just put it on with my fingers for the most part. So, alright. So, foundation's on. I don't really feel like it went on any differently, but it definitely feels okay. We'll see what it looks like after. So this is kind of, it provides, I would say, medium coverage. You can definitely build it up. I've used this for 4 years. It was recommended to me by a dermatologist here in New York when I first moved here because I went from desert to here and my skin was like, ah, what did you do? So lastly, I do my under eye concealer. I just put it on with my finger. It's pretty bright. I purchased one that was a shade darker, but it didn't give the brightening effect that I wanted. Alright, so take my beauty blender. I do spray it with Fix Plus. Just to see it kind of starts to get a little fatty right there. And that's just the part that I use for my under eye. I use the banana powder in banana, or the Ben Nye powder in banana. I just get a little bit into the cap and I take this Real Techniques setting brush, which is awesome, by the way. I just get a little bit on there and I tap it off and I just kind of set it with that. And it just takes away a little bit of the harshness of right. Moving on. I'll come back so you can see my final finished face and then I'll check in. Okay, bye. Oh, let me tell you what time it is right now. It is 12:41. Great. So I went ahead and put on blush and my eyebrows, which look freaking really thick today. Hello, eyebrows. So I will let you know how they go. I hope everyone is staying happy and healthy and enjoy your Friday. Bye. Hi again. It is, sorry, my phone's charging. It is 5:42, which means I've been wearing the primer for about 5 hours. As you can see, I'm pretty oily, which isn't fabulous. I mean, my makeup is still relatively on. I had a pretty interesting day. I don't usually do a whole lot on my weekends because work is tiring and I just kind of like to relax, but I did go to Governor's Island, which is here in New York, and I went for the first time and it was super fun. And I did ride bikes. I didn't get sweaty because it's actually kind of chilly out. So it's not like I was sweating and then this happened. It was just, I was just riding casually a bike. On a bike. About the primer yet. I was pretty excited about it, and now it's kind of like meh. Well, my foundation usually looks actually less oily than this without any kind of primer. So I don't know, my blush stayed on pretty well. That's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's not gathering, you know, sometimes it gathers. It doesn't feel particularly oily, but I am really shiny. So I don't know if I can give you guys another update as I am going by lighting, meaning the sun outside, and it's gonna start getting dark. But for the most part, it's okay. I don't particularly dislike it. I don't particularly love it. I think, you know, my blush is on there like I said, and yeah, alright. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great Friday, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope to be making some more videos. Okay, bye!